I'm a high school teacher. Nothing special. Just someone who shows up, teaches a class, and waits for the final bell. That morning felt normal. Too normal. Third period had just started when Xavier, one of the quiet kids, walked up to my desk. One hand was clenched into a fist, the other covered his mouth. When he tried to speak, his words came out wrong, wet, muffled. He opened his fist. 4 bloody teeth lay in his palm. When he moved his hand away from his mouth, I saw the empty gaps where his teeth should have been. Blood filled the spaces like ink soaking into paper. I told him to go to the nurse and handed him tissues, trying not to panic. Before he reached the door, a girl across the room screamed that her back tooth had fallen out. Then another student yelled, then another. Within minutes, the entire class was losing teeth. They cried, but their fingers kept wiggling at their gums, like something inside them wanted the teeth out. You could hear them tapping against desks, soft, wet clicking sounds filling the room. I tried calling the nurse, no answer. I told the students to stay where they were and ran into the hallway. Every teacher was already there. Every classroom had the same story. One student lost a tooth, then all of them did. Ambulances arrived, then helicopters. Men in white suits sealed off the school. Reporters shoved microphones in our faces, asking about chemical exposure, biological attacks, terrorism. I checked my mouth with my tongue. My teeth were solid. That night, I couldn't sleep. The sound of teeth hitting desks replayed in my head over and over. One question wouldn't leave me. Why only the students? A loud knock woke me in the middle of the night. On my porch sat a brown paper bag stuffed with red tissue paper. It was heavier than it should have been. I brought it inside and left it unopened. The next morning, my wife asked what I'd gotten for my class. That's when I noticed the writing on the bag. Mr. Stanley's classroom. I pulled back the tissue. A tooth bounced across the floor. Inside the bag were dozens of discolored teeth, packed so tightly they pushed against the paper. Every teacher at the school received one that night. Security cameras caught the man delivering them. A black trench coat, a bowler hat, sunglasses, his face wrapped in white cloth. The media called him the Tooth Fairy. Weeks later, the town held a ceremony for the students. New teeth, smiling faces, relief. Xavier was chosen to speak. Before he could, a man stood up from the back of the auditorium. I recognized the silhouette immediately. He walked to the stage, lifted the microphone, and whispered something. Xavier collapsed. Black sludge poured from his mouth. Then the screaming started. Teeth weren't falling out this time. They were growing back, jagged, twisted, thorn-like, white razors tearing through gums. Every child, at once. Then they ran. 290 kids disappeared that night. The town tried to move on. We reopened the school. We pretended things were normal. Until last night. My molars fell out first. Then my canines, then my front teeth. I called 911. Every line was busy. It seemed like all the other teachers had the same idea.